What's going on, everyone? It's Jason here. I'm having an amazing weekend. I hope you're having an amazing weekend too. Today, we're going to go over what Adam Aaron just tweeted out about the proxy count and what its synthetic share is. We're going to go over all those things here in the video today. If you could, make sure to smack the like button down below. If you're not a sub, make sure you guys hit that sub button, and let's get right into it. Real quick, if you want to know what I'm using here, I am using Webull. There's a link down in the description. Go down and click on that link, sign up, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. You also get these tier 2 NASDAQ views. That way you guys can see when, shares are going in and out of the market real time. It's an awesome platform. I've been using it over a year. Highly recommend it. Let's just take 1 second to just look at this glory, man. This glory of a chart we have right here. Obviously, if you take off this top goal, this last week was amazing. Honestly, this last couple weeks have been great altogether. Just about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we weren't right under $9. And again, on Friday, we did end at $26.12 going into the aftermarket hours. This last week in general right here, just look at that chart, right? I know the human nature of us, we like to get into these charts. We look and we say, negative 1% on Friday. Terrible. Nah, man, this is amazing, right? You gotta look at this. We started at $12 on Monday. We ended, what is that? $14 over that. That is a really good moves there. I'm happy with it. Again, I do think going into next week, we're going to see some nice pumps again. I think retail are going to win over that, so-called smart money the hedge funds have right now. I do think we're going to have lots of attacks going next week, though, due to multiple factors there. And we're going to go over some of those just in a minute. Now, going back to Friday really quick, this right here shows you just how big of some of these big orders that were coming in. And yes, some of these could have been some shares being bought back into, but a lot of these I think were bigger, like say ETFs, funds, commercial investors, and hell, even some of the big apes out there buying in. But again, a lot of these go through the dark pools most of the time. Again, and a lot of these I do think were more commercial investors that are investing for the long term. We had plenty of orders. I mean, some of our biggest ones right here, $30 million right here. Early in the day, $30 million order right there for 900,000. This right here is a $114 million order right here for 3.6 million shares. You know what I mean? At $31. These are big time orders that were coming in, obviously, right? We've seen some big orders. There's a lot of 4s and 5s and 3s and 2s here. And there's lots more than that under that, right? In your smaller print range between like 500,000 and a million, right? Or 1.1 million is what they call like a small print order. So what that shows you is a lot of people are looking at AMC and saying, hey, look, this is a great investment. Like we've known this whole time. We've been talking about on the channel here. Obviously, we all know AMC is a great investment. Yes, AMC's price was going down like crazy. One, you had a pandemic, and two, you had hedge funds that were literally just trying to milk the company all the way down and, pretty much make it, file for bankruptcy and closing out is what they were looking for, right? That's how they make the most money when something like that happens. Now, Adam Aaron tweeted out today, guys. This is what Adam Aaron tweeted out. This is about the proxy count, about people being able to vote if you live overseas, right? Adam Aaron tweeted out earlier today at 10:23 a.m. Central Standard Time. Outrageous but true. Many AMC shareholders live outside the U.S., especially in the UK and Europe, which we know that. A lot of you guys that are here on the channel, right? You guys live in the UK. You guys live in Europe, in other places in the world as well. Comment down below if you guys live outside the United States, you guys hold AMC right now. Brokerage firms refuse to facilitate shareholder voting. Cost to the firms time and money to do so. So what he's saying is obviously it costs those firms, it costs them money and time to do so, right? And any workarounds to the problem violate the U.S. law. So they can't go around these companies to get these guys the proxy votes, right? Because that violates the United States laws. Because it has to go through the brokerage firms. Switch brokers so you can vote. Now, I've done a little bit of research. Obviously, I've asked my channel as well. Some of you guys, I do know Resolute, something like that. Somebody down here commented as well. That's the reason why I even asked to see what happened here. Yeah, Resolute right here. He said he does get a vote over here on Resolute. That's one option you guys could go with. Obviously, Adam Aaron, I don't know. I don't think if you switch now, I don't really know for sure, though. You have to look this up. I don't know if you switch it now, you would better get that vote on the June the 2nd or not, right? Because that's coming up very soon. So obviously, those things are unknown. But he's saying, hey, look, switch brokers for the future, right? That way you guys are getting into places that are actually letting you guys vote. That's a big thing, right? Getting those proxies out, letting us know how many synthetic shares are out there, yada, yada, yada. We've talked about this before, how, certain places don't allow you to get a vote. We've talked about this last time. March, when they sent out those, the last proxy votes, whatever month that was. Some of you guys didn't get it. We talked about that then, how certain places don't do that because it costs some time and lots of money to get those votes out. And I talked about then, some of you guys like trying to get away from those places that do that. I think one of the things that happened then I seen was Revolut. Again, you guys can let me know below if your guys' brokerage lets you vote if you live outside the United States. I want to know if you guys have gotten those yet, or if you voted for different places. That will let you know, right? If you have a brokerage firm like Revolut and others that are letting you guys vote for shares you guys hold in other places. I know some of you guys only hold AMC, but I know some of you guys hold other things. Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm actually curious. That way I can let as many people we know, places where they can go to if one's not available there. That way they can be able to vote. Obviously, I use, a Webull and I use M1 Finance. But again, M1 Finance is long-term. I live in the United States, right? I live in the United States. I use Webull. So like I get all my votes, right? I get to vote, but it really, man, makes you kind of mad that some of you guys can't vote. That's crappy, man. You guys are putting money in just like I am. You guys are shareholders, and you can't vote because you're costing, a firm money and time to get you guys the proxy votes. But yeah, make sure you guys comment down below. I'd love to know if you guys can or not, what you guys are using. Now, I have been asked a lot, obviously, about what is a synthetic share, right? What is this? So I'm going to go over here really quick over Investopedia. That way I don't get anything wrong here. What is a synthetic? Synthetic is in short term given to financial instruments that are engineered to simulate other instruments while altering key characteristics like duration and cash flow. Synthetic positions can allow traders to take a position without laying out any of the capital to actually buy or sell that asset. It means they're putting out no money, right? Capital is money. Right there. Synthetic products are custom designed investments that are typically created for large investors, aka hedge funds that are putting lots of money out there, right? So you guys had asked, a lot about those things. We're gonna go over it really quick. Understanding synthetics. Often synthetics will offer investors tailored cash flow patterns, maturities, risk profiles, and so on. Synthetic products are structured to suit the needs of the investor. There are many different reasons behind the creation of synthetic positions. A synthetic position, for example, may be undertaken to create the same payoff as a financial instrument using other financial instruments. A trader may choose to create a synthetic short position using options because it is easier than borrowing stock and selling it short, which is what's been happening obviously on AMC. That also applies to long positions. As a trader, can mimic a long position in a stock using options without having to lay out the capital to actually purchase the stock. So this is the crazy stuff that's been going on, right? So the synthetic positions are massive on AMC. We know this a lot. Obviously, we don't know the full true numbers yet until we get these proxy votes. And I do know there's a lot of concern right now about is this going to allow us to be able to squeeze or do any of that stuff? Guys, we don't really need to know the number for a stock to squeeze. We know AMC's heavily shorted. We know these things, right? We don't need something. We don't need that number, the exact number, right? To know. Obviously, that's a booster. You're like, wow, we know this number now. This is what's happening right here. This is what can happen, right? Then you could definitely get those. You can lay out the math and see where that price could go on the stock. But we don't need those numbers for AMC to squeeze. This doesn't derail AMC squeezing. I've seen a lot of people tweeting about that. I have people tweet at me. I have people in our Discord channel. Shout out to the people in Discord, laying it down. If you guys haven't joined our Discord, down below in the description, click on that Discord link, join us. Awesome people in there. We're always in there talking to people as well, trying to educate people. Again, you don't need these numbers for a squeeze to happen. Plenty of stocks have squeezed without us knowing certain things, right? Look at GME, man, when it squeezed. Everybody didn't know all the exact numbers in it. That's the thing. We don't need all these things. Obviously, it helps out, boosts, it confirms your suspicion, but you don't need suspicion to see that AMC is being heavily, shorted and shorted and short attacked. You guys have been in it since I have, since early January, and some of you guys even since February, March, April. You guys have seen how much they short AMC. We get short attacked all the damn time. You know what I mean? We don't need these numbers right now to tell us what we already know. So don't freak out about that. Obviously, if you guys want to switch, if your broker doesn't allow you to vote, honestly, I think you should be switching anyway if that's the case. If you're not worth the time and investment from your brokerage firm to send you, send you the form to vote, that's messed up, and you should definitely be doing that because you deserve just as much right as me living here in the United States. If you live in, I don't care, you live in Africa, Europe, Australia, I don't care where you live at, you should have just as much right as I do in terms of voting. You have ownership in that company. So one thing though, AMC, Cinemark, and Regal movie theaters dropped mask requirements for vaccinated guests. So that hopefully, will get more people into the theaters as well. Obviously, if you're vaccinated right now, masks are no longer required for people who are vaccinated at the 3 main movie theater chains in the U.S. AMC, Cinemark, Regal Cinemas announced the decision 2 weeks after the CDC said that fully vaccinated people do not need to wear a mask in most settings. In accordance with the CDC guidelines, masks are not required for guests who are fully vaccinated, AMC said on its website. So that's a big change, right? So before you had to everybody wear a mask no matter what. Now they're saying, hey, look, if you're got your shots, and hey, look, this is another thing sign for coming that, eventually we're going to see, theaters open up 75, 80, 90, then back to 100%. And let's just think about this as well. We have an amazing big crop of movies coming up. Just came out the other day, right? You have A Quiet Place 2 and Cruella coming out. Obviously, it was out this weekend. Let me know down below if you guys have went and seen that yet. I'd love to have that. Comment down below. We're thinking about going as well. I'd like to know if you guys have went and seen any of those movies and if you liked it or not. Those are definitely 2 things I think are going to bring in cash flow. Hopefully, they do very, very well over this extended weekend right now for Memorial Day. So hopefully they do really great. That'll be really, really good for AMC stock going into next week, right? Story driven. AMC loves a story right now, man. Any kind of thing right now that helps AMC push us forward, I'm down with it. And I do think that these 2 movies being out this weekend are going to be, a good driving force for people going to the movies. And AMC, obviously taking in that cash money. And as you guys know, though, this last week, we cost the hedge funds $1.2 billion in AMC alone, guys. AMC cost hedge funds $1.2 billion. That is crazy. So investors shorting the meme stop AMC Entertainment are estimated to have lost $1.23 billion over this last week. And I think they're going to lose more this coming up week as well. Serves them right for trying to drown out an amazing company. And we're not letting them happen. Shares of the movie theater chain obviously were at 116%. Obviously closed at 113% after that little downfall we had, that 1% down on the day compared to Thursday's close. Obviously not much movement there. The more than 1,100% jump in AMC stocks since January has defied Wall Street analyst predictions. Because at the end of the day, man, Wall Street, at the end of the day, again, the hedge funds, they think they're smart, right? They think they're smarter than we are. Well, guess what? I went to school for financial, business finance. I got my degree in finance. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. So think what I say with a grain of salt. But hey, I think I know some stuff too, right? I think us together, I think apes together, man, us in general as investors, investing in companies, I think we're smart. I think we put a lot of time and effort into looking into things before we invest. And again, I do think personally that AMC is a great company. And I don't think it's going anywhere. Hey, they can keep betting against AMC. I'm not doing that. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I like AMC and I like the stock. Hope you guys like this video. If you have, make sure to smack the like button down below. Share this video everywhere. Also, if you're not a sub, make sure you guys smack the sub button below. If you haven't joined our Discord, there's a Discord link down below as well. Love to have you guys be a part of our Discord channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And I'll see you guys Starside. Peace out, fam.